Hi, this is Mika Coleman with Tax Deed and Overage Education. Guys, I know it's been a long time since I've shot a video on YouTube, but today as I was cleaning up, I was like, I have to shoot this video because we're halfway into 2024, and I just wanted to talk about my journey through tax deed overages. As you guys know, I teach tax deeds as well as overages, and I feel like overages are still a super niche type of investment, and people are wanting and inquiring more and more about it. But if you bear with me, I'm going to talk about my journey of overages in 2024. When I tell you it's been a rough road, it's been rough, you guys. But what came to me today as an epiphany, and if you just work with me, I just kind of like want to tell you a story about, as I was walking and doing my walk today, I realized, something came to me, and it was like, life is a journey, not a destination. And I am going to tie that into the tax deed overage business, because I think a lot of people get really excited about this niche investment because you put very little into it and you can get a huge return. And to me, in my opinion, for being an investor for the last 20 years, this is by far one of the best investment strategies. However, it is a journey and you eventually get to the destination. But if you are new, I'm going to encourage you to keep going when it doesn't feel comfortable. Because once again, the thing that came to me today was life is a journey and not a destination. And so you will eventually get to your end goal with overages, but it's not, oftentimes, especially when you're new, it's not an overnight success. Now, I have had some students that lucked up on a county that no one was working, and by God, they got literally all the claimants in that one county, because as you guys know, I always preach this, there's over 3,000 counties in the United States. Now, because this required work, a lot of people start, but a lot of people do not finish. Once again, because they recognize that this is a journey and not a destination. But let me just get to my topic about tax deed overages in my journey for 2024. So first of all, I've been doing this for a while, and I've been doing a lot of things, I don't want to say manually, but I started out like teaching people how to do on spreadsheets, and then, how to make calls to texting. And then at the beginning of 2024, I decided to completely automate the overage business. And a lot of people were like, automate, that sounds great, right? And I thought it was like one of the best ideas, because what I found, especially in my masterminds, I found most success in my masterminds because I was holding people accountable. We get on a call each week. It was 3 week. I used to do 4 week, then I dumbed it down to 3 weeks because people were getting contact with claimants. Now, the thing about my mastermind, I'm able to hold your hand a little bit longer, so I know the successes. However, sometimes the masterminds aren't all that great, because what the biggest thing about overages that people don't realize is a lot of the counties, and I'm not going to say all, but a lot of the counties don't let you know if someone's filed it or if someone's in the process of filing it. So you could do all this work and you don't know if someone else was claiming it or not. You only know it after you've done all the research and you contact the claimant and they tell you. So anyway, back to my journey, right? So as I was telling you, I was doing a lot of things manually, and as I begin to ask the good God, like, Lord, okay, I want to help other people. I want to automate this so that other people can do this, because I kind of like do this, I don't say kind of, because I do it full time. I do it more than others, but I also do tax deed. Plus, I try to consult people. I try to teach people. So I have a lot of stuff going on. And so I'm trying to like balance all of that, plus, do my own overages. And so I was like, there has to be a way to automate this. And one of the biggest learning curves, I'm going to be completely straightforward with you in this journey of overages, is people oftentimes fail in this business because of not being able to find the claimant, or two, they do all that work and then the claimant is already filed, or number two is they can't find the claimant. However, there are different strategies that I've learned in this journey about overages that can overcome that. Now, the only thing that I'll be completely honest that I haven't overcame, I feel like I have a pretty good team now, but it's been a lot of trial and error, right? It's been a journey of finding a good team. And what I mean by good team is like skip tracers, because like I'm not like the best researcher, you guys. Like if I can't get to the second or third person, I just want to give up. But what I found on this journey was to focus on my strengths and not on my weaknesses. And so if I could encourage anyone that is wanting to get in this business, if you are a researcher, I always make a joke. I sometimes call my girlfriends, I'll be like, okay, I'm looking for this guy. And if I tell them it's like a guy, it's like more interesting. And I'll be like, I need to know all the information about him. And so they'll go diving deep. I'm just not that chick. Like, I don't go diving deep looking on social media. But when I tell you, if you're one of those people, this is the business for you. So when I talk about team, I finally found a team that can dig deep. They find social security numbers, driver's license, next of kin. But once again, it's been a journey, you guys. Like, I've hired several skip tracers. I've hired private investigators. A lot of the things I have found on my own, but with good claims, you got to sometimes dig deep. And what I found, I'm going to give you guys a nugget. A lot of people stay away from it. I would not advise this if you're not a good researcher or you're not familiar on how to find corporate owners. The nugget is a lot of people stay away from those. So those are the ones that you can go after that has less competition. Why? Because it's under a name and you got to dig deep in order to find the owners. However, a lot of people leave the corporations or LLCs on the table. But like I say, I ain't never scared. So I always try to find the owners for them, and then I'll hand it over to my team that does the skip tracing. But even then, sometimes my team can't. But I have been able to get a little bit further on my list by having a team. And so one of the things that I wanted to talk about, which I kind of got off subject, was about automating in my journey in 2024. And I really want to apologize. I think it was like my first class. I was going to show them how to automate. And so I do have a system that is not mine. It's white labeled. I'll be completely honest. That was going to automate for me. And I think by the third week of my class, like, the system completely did not work. And when I tell you guys this is a journey, if I was looking for that system to be my final destination of, collecting overage checks, every other month, and I'm going to say every other month because, girl, these counties, they really getting on my nerves, okay? Because people always ask me, like, how long is it going to take me to get this money? I mean, you could be on it like every day. Like, I had one student talk to her on a Tuesday. By Friday, she had talked to two claimants, y'all. And I was like, wow, okay, this is what it looks like when someone's fully dedicated. However, when it came to getting the check cut, the county was the one that took the longest. So I always say every other month because I'm in real estate, been in real estate a long time. And so for those that are looking for like a quick, come up, I wouldn't suggest this being it unless you guys got someone in and you got a friend at the county that's actually processing these claims. I always say it takes 60 to 90 days. The quickest I have seen a check is 60 days. So it just really depends on the county. When I first started, I was in California, but California has gotten really strict on you have to wait a whole year to collect the overage, even though it's a really good pipeline. Who wants to wait a whole year to get their money after doing all that work? I personally I'm gonna stay away from it, and then I'll wait the following year and see who hasn't talked to the claimants, and that's my strategy on that. But once again, it's a journey and not a destination. So I really want to encourage and empower those that are looking to get in this business, especially in 2024. I personally don't feel like there is still a lot of competition. Now, I do want to say, however, there are some counties that I have been researching. And what I love about some of these counties, they give you all the information. And what I mean by all the information is it tells you who your competitors are. It tells you who is actually claiming these claims. And so what I'm learning is to stay away from those counties because they already have it on lock. However, when they don't go after the ones that, like, this one particular county, I just love it because they let you know if it's been filed, if there has been a check dispersed, which is very rare, you guys. So I don't really like to talk about it because it's like what they call a needle in a haystack, because all the counties don't often offer that. And so I'm saying that all to say that is like one of the biggest one of the biggest obstacles to overcome in this business. But what I wanted to say was it really depends on the county that you're going after to collect these claims. That's what's going to determine the competition, your turnaround time. And so like in my masterminds, I pretty much do all that legwork for you, because not only do I want you to get paid your money back if there are claimants in the file that I choose, but I also want it to be a streamlined, simple process. Now, there are a lot of counties out there that will and can tell you, but there's a lot more that will not. And also too, I also try to do, especially when I'm working like with one-on-ones, to do counties that are simple. And what I mean by simple is literally one piece of paper that you have to file in order to get the claim. But once again, you guys, this is a journey, and the journey doesn't always, you know, start and end in 60 to 90 days. Sometimes it takes 6 months. And anyway, the whole moral of this video and what I wanted to talk about was that, I'll be completely honest, you guys, I'm kind of like been pivoting in my personal life, and so a lot of things are going on. And so as you guys know, if you're going through things in your personal life, oftentimes it affects your business life. And so as I was pivoting, I thought that I would share with you all for the journey in 2024 is that I have to constantly remind myself that this is a journey, you know, and I will eventually get to my destination. Even though I've been very successful at claiming overages this year, or like the last 4 months have been like up and down, and it's been a challenge. And so I just want to encourage you that you have to keep going. You have to keep moving forward. And I had a claimant contact me, and it's been a long journey, $362,000, and I'm like, wow. You can't always just focus on the destination. You just have to keep on walking in the journey and know and believe that all things are possible to him that believe. So I hope you have a great day, and happy investing, you guys.